Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just come across this article. I found it kind of interesting. These are three of my favorite holdings, but it's just pointing out how much you'd be down if you invested into these. So I found it kind of interesting. Again, I apologize if some of this pisses you off, since they are all three down. It kind of was upsetting to me, but just kind of puts in perspective the way the stock market is going this year. But if you invested $5,000 in Tesla, Apple, or NVDA on December 31st, here's how much you've lost and why. Kind of interesting. This was out about a week or so ago, but it's still kind of interesting. S&P has fallen 19% since reaching its all-time high in January. Good news is the bear cycles are historically shorter than bull cycles. Thank God for that one. So here we have Tesla, Apple, and NVIDIA. I own all three of them. Probably biggest holding in Apple, and then probably Tesla just because of the dollar per share, and then probably NVIDIA, but trying to get NVIDIA up there as well, so it's a good one. It split a while back. I'm sure it'll split again. Tesla's in talks of splitting in August. I'm sure Apple will split again as well, so it might be a year or two, but we'll wait and see. But today, we're going to go over Apple, Tesla, and NVIDIA. Here you can kind of see Apple currently at 158.80. I think it's actually lower than that. And Tesla, 650.28, and NVIDIA at 158.80. We're slipping over 3%, 4%, and 5% lower respectively on Friday, in sympathy to S&P 500, which was plunging almost 3%. CPI data released by the Labor Department showed the Federal Reserve is losing its fight against soaring inflation, which hit 8.6%. Gee, I wonder why. Gas prices and gas affects everything, so almost half a percentage point more than analysis estimated. The technology sector, like some other sectors, has perhaps taken the brunt of the rising inflation, and if a recession grips the U.S. economy, Apple, Tesla, and NVIDIA, which offer luxury technology, could continue to plummet. So just have to wait and see, but looking back, many investors may not have been such a steep downturn on the horizon for 2022, especially when early January saw S&P reach a new all-time high, and so everything's just gone down since then. Should have sold everything back in January. The market, the top, however, and since that date, the S&P has fallen 19%. Traders and investors are always managing risk versus reward when deciding when to buy and sell stocks. The market is notoriously tricky and often moves in the opposite direction to what one may expect. That's the way it's been doing. Anytime I buy something, it goes down the next day or just barely goes up, and so it's been challenged to even know what to buy. But what I have been buying hasn't been much, and what I have, it's going to definitely be a long-term hold, just in case it goes down. But for investors holding a position in a stock with a loss, the decision on how to handle the investment can be difficult. That is where the investor must consider the time horizon in their investment, how long they're willing to hold in the red before their position turns green again. And so, like I just said, everything that I've been buying has been a long-term hold. The market since 19, the lockdowns and restrictions caused the pandemic ushered retail traders into the stock market en masse. The stimulus the government injected into the population's pockets and the stock market beginning in March 2020 created the perfect storm for a massive bull cycle that lasted nearly 2 years. The market reserve decision to hike rates and begin quantitative tightening marked the edge of the bull cycle. However, on March 14th, the SPY 50-day simple moving average crossed below, currently at 365.82, the 200 SMA, which caused the death cross to form, officially throwing the ETF into a bear cycle, the first bear cycle many retail traders have ever experienced. Good news is that the bear cycles are historically shorter than bull cycles, and overall on yearly time frames the market always goes up for investors holding onto shares of Apple, Tesla, and NVIDIA, which have strong fundamentals. New all-time highs are most likely to come over the long term. As for the current situation, here's the look at how 5,000 in Apple, Tesla, and NVIDIA purchased on 12/31 would be worth now. So investing in Apple, open trading on 12/31/21 at $178.09, and $5,000 investment in that time would have purchased 28.07 shares, and currently trades at 138.15. $5,000 investment would be $3,877.87 today, representing a loss of 22.43%. Ouch. Investing in Tesla opened trading on 12/31 at $1,073.44. 5,000 investment at the time would have purchased 4.65 shares. Tesla currently trades at $694.37. The $5,000 investment would be worth $3,228.82 today, representing a loss of 35.31%. $5,000 in NVIDIA opened for trading on 12/31 at $296.74. $5,000 in investment at the time would have purchased 16.84 shares. NVIDIA currently trades at $171.11. $5,000 investment would be worth $2,881.49 today, representing a loss of 42.34%. So, ouch, ouch, ouch. So if you have Tesla, NVIDIA, and Apple as your biggest holdings, you're probably saying ouch as well, and probably pissed off that I even made this video, but I find it kind of interesting. I hold all of them, so they're all long-term holds, so I just keep buying when I can and just keep holding them, and it'll be back in the green someday. So I didn't say soon, I just said someday. So but most new traders struggle at first to make sense of the markets and how to put their portfolio into a position to flourish. I've been struggling that with myself, not knowing where to put the money at. Sometimes you just put it in the account and just let it sit there and wait for something to drop. So but that's it for this article. I just thought it was kind of interesting. 20, 30, and 40% loss in all three of these major big companies, so it's kind of sad, but if you're buying them up, you can leave that in the comments as well. Like I said, it presents a buying opportunity for a lot of people, so I've been buying some as well. I bought some Apple at 158 thinking I was getting a bargain. It ran up to 178, now it's in the 130s. So I'm just hanging on to Tesla, and bought some NVIDIA as well. So, but that's it for this one. You can list in the comments which is your favorite, and maybe you have all three, or there's some other tech stocks out there that you like better, or an EV as opposed to Tesla. So, but again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, just stating my opinion. And I thank everybody for watching, all the new subscribers, and if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is Jay Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.